Oh my God. I just hired this contractor. He tore my entire house apart and now he's not showing up for the job. Oh God, I'm screwed. He has my deposit. Now he's not answering my calls. What do I do? So you're probably wondering, why does all the contractors that I try to hire, they all seem like slick talking, slimy salesmen, and they all just seem like they want to just take your money. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 ways that you can find legit contractors that can handle the job for you. Number one would be always get referrals. Ask family, friends, and people that you know that have used contractors for their references. It's always better to get the referral so that you know the work was good the first time around when your friend or family used them, so you want to get a bid from them. Side note, you always want to get at least 4 to 5 bids before you go ahead and just hire the job, even if it's a contractor you've worked with before, because they're notorious for getting you comfortable and then going in for the kill once you're already comfortable. So make sure to go ahead and get at least 4 to 5 different bids before choosing a contractor. Number 2, online directories. Go to Angie's List, Home Advisor, and see their reviews and see the photos of their work. Give them a call and get them out for a bid. Number 3, contractors association. Okay, a lot of these licensing schools that have newer contractors, or you can even check with the Association of Home Builders for good, reputable, reliable contractors that are in your local area. Number 4 would be post on your social media platform asking for referrals if anybody knows a good contractor, and post the exact type of job that you're looking to get done. Because just because someone knows how to construct a roof doesn't mean they know how to construct a bathroom. So post exactly what you're looking for on your social media. Number 5 would be, I like to go into the local hardware stores or even drive by other construction sites and talk to the workers there and find out from the actual workers who the good contractors are. You'll be very surprised how many workers would not even recommend their own contractor that they work for. Here's one that I've done. And let me tell you a story. This is one that you got to be a little bit weary of. They do have good referrals. Real estate agents. I would ask your real estate agent who they've used in the past to help with their clients' renovations. But here's the thing. Let me tell you a story about this once, okay? You got to be careful of their motives. So I had a house in Los Angeles here that I had purchased that I was going to do a whole renovation on. Now, there's a realtor who really wanted to list my property. He called me multiple times, door knocked me, and finally his pitch to me was he would help me renovate the house if I gave him the listing in return when it was all done. So I'm like, okay, that's an interesting offer. Maybe I will, it's worth a shot. I'll see what this guy has to offer me. Okay, he talked a big game. He said he was going to be able to help me renovate it because his really close friend is a contractor and he does all the work for him at cost. So it would save me a ton of money and he could get it done really quickly, and all he wanted in return was to list the property. So we agreed, and here's where the red flag starts showing up. He meets me there at the property. The contractor is supposed to meet us there at 10 in the morning. So we both get there at 10. 15-20 minutes later, there's still no contractor. He still hasn't shown up. He's still covering his tracks, saying, oh, he's just running late, whatever. Well, the guy ends up being about an hour and a half late. Okay, so we're waiting there, an hour goes by, an hour and a half goes by, and now I'm like getting upset because this guy's kind of wasting my time. He's at my property, and there's just no contractor in sight. So I'm like, okay, but Will, just chill, wait till the guy shows up. The guy basically shows up. He gets out of his car. First of all, his truck was filthy dirty. It was a mess. He had these papers stashed all in the dashboard. He hops out of the truck with a cigarette in his mouth and spits a big loogie on the floor, like right in front of my property. He's standing out on the street and he goes, yeah, sorry I'm late. And I'm like, oh God. And he's talking loud. He goes, oh yeah, so I've been putting fires out all morning. Meaning like he was at other job sites where there was problems and he had to problem solve them. He's putting fires out. I'm like, okay, well, why do you even have that many fires? You shouldn't have an hour and a half late of fires. So red flags are already going off. You know what I mean? Like red flag, red flag. So anyways, we get into the house and there's a slight crack in the foundation. Not a big deal. In California, there's always some cracks in older homes in the foundation because we have earthquakes here. Okay, it's expected going in. Like, you're never gonna have a perfect foundation on a old house in California. Okay, doesn't mean it's dangerous, but I already knew that going in. So this guy starts walking around my house. Oh yeah, this I could do this for you and this for you. He's saying all these big things. Oh, we could do this and this and this. And then he sees a crack in the stucco wall outside, and I already knew it was there because I was the one that told him about it. And he goes, oh my God. This is the red flag that if any contractor does to you guys, don't hire them, okay? They're full of shit. He sees the little minor crack and starts going, oh my God, oh Jesus, man. Dude, your house might just fall down. You're lucky this thing's even standing. And he's trying to scare the shit out of me. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, well, what do you think it is? He's, oh, it's the foundation, man. It's fucked. It's totally fucked. I gotta crawl underneath the house. Okay, so this guy crawls into the house, comes out, and he tells me that we gotta replace the entire foundation before we even do the work. Now, never mind you, the renovation costs on this house were supposed to cost me probably $60,000 to $80,000, maybe $100,000 if there's a lot of extra work. He comes in and tells me that we need to fix the foundation for $120,000, and that doesn't include the rest of the house. That just includes the foundation, okay? And I already know, because I've done some work, that is so overblown, and he's just trying to rip me off. The guy was just trying to rake me for everything I had. And again, this was the referral of the real estate agent who wanted to list the house. That's a big red flag right there. Okay, and after that experience, I am very careful to trust any realtor for their advice. However, since then, I have gotten some really, really good referrals from realtors, and things have gone great. So check with the realtor, but make sure that there's no ulterior motives there. Okay, number 7 would be go to the meetups. You guys, there's always these local contractor meetups in every single city, okay? They're on Facebook, they're usually in groups. You can go show up to these meetups and go meet 4 or 5 of these contractors, get them out to your property. Number 8 would be go online to the classified ads, to Indeed or Craigslist, and type in exactly the type of remodeling that you're looking to get done and find that person and get them out to your property to give you a bid. Number 9 would just be the local magazines and local remodeling newspapers. Usually, if you're a homeowner, or you can just go subscribe to a magazine, and those actually are very good because there's proof of their work in those magazines. And I've actually hired my stucco guy that I use to this day from one of those home remodeling magazines, and he ended up being great, super affordable, and he really needed the work. That's why he paid the money for that ad in the magazine. And then number 10 would be, this is the one I think is probably the best. That's why I saved the best for last, baby. Go to the construction sites. Ask the guys when they're out there on their lunch break. Okay, you're usually gonna see a big taco truck or some kind of food truck, around noon. And all the guys are gonna be out there eating. The boss is not around and he's probably off somewhere. This is the best time to go approach him. Whatever you need done, if it's concrete, roofing, AC, whatever. You're gonna go specifically and say, hey, listen, I'm looking for a guy that does ACs. Do you guys have anyone here right now that knows how to do it? I know you're at work, but can I just get your phone number and I'll give you a call later? Typically, these are licensed professional guys that work for like a really, really reputable contractor that's super expensive. And they, on the side or at night, these guys work their ass off, man. And they'll go to your property and do the same level of quality work that they do for the super big construction company. They'll do it for you on your project. The same quality for a fraction of the price because you're just gonna pay them directly. And that's typically how I find everybody. In fact, my guy, his name's Joel. He's been with me like the whole time now. I actually got him off a contractor that I used to use who ended up charging me a fortune and tried to rip me off. And Joel was just super cool, and me and him kind of became friends, built a little relationship, and now I've used him for multiple things. I've referred him to other people. But the best part is, if you just get one guy like that, they're gonna bring all their other people. They're gonna bring their electricians, their plumbers, their AC guy, the roofing guy. They're gonna bring them all. And they're all usually licensed. They're all usually super quality workers that work for big companies that just need, work for themselves on their own. So I hope you guys found some value from this video. If you did, make sure click that notification bell because I'm going to keep posting this. I really want to share the knowledge. Guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Will Nickman. I went from zero to making over $100,000 in my bank account net on my first house flip ever. And the goal of this channel is to really inspire, motivate, and teach you exactly how to do it and to avoid all the mistakes that I made. So again, if you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe. Please, it really helps the video. It really helps the channel out a ton. If you can hit that notification bell, leave a comment. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.